Weekends on UME Radio. Get the UME Radio app.
Are you ready for the weekend?
Oh, yes, girl. Get your cup of tea and mic check, 1, 2. I am so ready.
To inspire, motivate, and educate. Weekends on UME Radio. The sun is up and so are we.
News, interviews, hot topics. Connect with us. Let us know what's on your mind. Follow, comment, subscribe.
We're everywhere. UME Radio app, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, iTunes, TuneIn, and all other digital platforms. Email us info@umeradio.com. On WhatsApp, 201-503-6731. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram and Facebook, all at UME Radio. Follow me, Jesse, on Instagram at ink.jess, that's ink.jess, and on Facebook at Jesselyn Abel, that's JESSELYNE, Abel, ABEL.
And follow me, Marsha J, on all social media platforms at official Marsha J. Or you can just check out marshajnow.com.
Weekends on UME Radio with Marsha J and Jesse.
Amplifying the voice of positive influencers.
UME Radio. Positive entertainment 24/7. Subscribe on YouTube and click the notification bell.
Hi, my name is Jesse.
Marsha J. All right. So we have a very special guest in the room this morning. She is the Democrat for Mount Vernon City Council. And we are so happy to have with us this morning Miss Lauren Carter. I know she is opening her mic and her camera at the moment. I'm sure she's pretty much excited. Miss Carter, good morning to you too, and welcome.
Good morning, Marsha J. How are you? Good morning, Jess.
Doing great. How are you this morning?
I'm doing well. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Happy to be here.
Yes, and we're happy to have you. Thank you so much for taking the time to being on weekends with the girls this morning. It's kind of feel like a little girls thing happening in the room this morning. All right. So my first question to you, Ms. Carter, is how are you feeling in this political climate?
Wow. Well, I would just have to say that it's just like everything else in 2020 this year, right?
Right.
A lot of uncertainty and some people have a lot of apprehension, fear, unfortunately, but just like 2020, but I'm just maintaining a positive attitude through my faith. So I would say that.
Awesome. Awesome. Now, we know that you are tackling some issues like quality of life, comprehensive plan, commitment to community, fiscal responsibility, and public safety. Could you give us a little tidbit about each of the issues that you are tackling in your campaign?
Absolutely, and thank you for having me on to discuss these important issues. As you stated, I am running for city council in the city of Mount Vernon where I live, and the primary will be in June. And so, I worked for the city for a number of years, and up until recently, up until earlier this year. And even while I was working there, there were several people that would ask me, Lauren, you should run. You have a lot of great ideas, you have experience, you have knowledge, you've been there. And I kind of brushed it off because I worked there. But even after I left, or people were asking me. So I prayed about it, and then I saw a lot of things that were happening in our community, an increase or uptick in violence, our quality of life that had declined, and unfortunately we weren't moving forward. So I said I need to be a part of the solution. I need to jump in and offer my skills, my experience to try to help move Mount Vernon forward, move it in the right direction. And so As you mentioned, some of my issues or my platform would be quality of life. I mean, I think that first and foremost, before we do anything else in the city, let's tackle, the basics. And so that is, let's keep the city clean. Because what I have found is that sometimes we're focused on the big issues, so to speak, that we neglect the smaller ones. And so I just believe that if we clean up the city, if we decrease loitering and littering and perhaps find people that want to break the law, if we plant more trees. So I think that that would lend to an improved quality of life because, if people see a lot of litter, if they see a lot of blight, if they see, a lot of trash, and that can, believe it or not, it can lend to an increased crime, vandalism, and more criminal activity. So I think that we should improve, our quality of life. And as a planner, I believe wholeheartedly that we need to update our comprehensive plan. Just recently, we had on the ballot a few issues. One of them was that our comprehensive plan is updated at least every 10 years. And so I would like to, we have a plan that's in draft form for almost 10 years now, but has not been adopted and implemented. So we need that because what is our basis or foundation to move forward, for the city? And so we need a plan. I mean, the Bible says that without a vision, people perish. Right. And so people need to know the plan for the city so that they can have hope and so they can move forward. And then, the Lord told the prophet Habakkuk that, write the vision and make it plain that he that sees it may run with it. And so if we don't have it in writing, we don't know what direction we're going in. And so unfortunately, it could be for some people, though, it may be by design that there's no plan, because unfortunately, maybe some people don't want us to go in a certain direction or the right direction. And so we definitely need that comprehensive plan. I'm also in favor of public safety reform. One of the main reasons I decided to join the campaign, or the impetus, the catalyst for me to jump in the race, was when I saw a young person or a male being beaten by one of our officers. And at that point, he was already restrained. So there was no need to exercise so much force. I think it was excessive. And so, I mean, I definitely believe in our police officers. I believe that God is a God of order. And so we need to have order. We need to have peace. So I would like to, maintain our funding for our police officers. Without a doubt, I'm not in favor of, defunding our police officers. I mean, we've seen, like I said, an uptick in violence. I think it would be counterproductive for us to try to resolve these issues by defunding them. But I do want to advocate for better training. I do know that they get pretty good training, but advocate for better training, de-escalation tactics. And we've been dealing with, unfortunately, we have, in a lot of the cases you see even across the country, are people who are mentally ill or homeless. So dealing with those populations, because it takes a different approach than, with someone who may just be engaged in some type of criminal activity. And also we need accountability with that. And so I'm in favor of a civilian complaint review board, CCRB, which had been passed a couple of years ago, but it was not funded or implemented. So again, like the comprehensive plan, let's put all of these to work. Let's have some action. And definitely we need fiscal responsibility and accountability. Unfortunately, we lost our credit rating. So, I mean, we all know that you really can't do anything without credit. And I think that, we know we have good credit. Some people have good credit, some people have bad credit, and some people have no credit. And we know how difficult it can be to get a home or even a car without credit. So we need to, and a lot of times no credit is worse than bad credit. And so our credit rating has been removed, and it's really unfortunate and a sign of irresponsibility on the part of some officials. So I really want to get in there and help the comptroller and the mayor's office to, restore our credit rating, because there are things we need to do, but we need credit.
Yes,
And then of course,
understand. May I interject here? You have some very, very powerful items on your agenda. And so bearing all of these things in mind, how can the poll support you in your move?
Oh, yes, thank you for asking that question. Well, again, as I said, the primary will be in June, but I'm out here now because now is the time to get to work, to get my name and my message out there. So I really appreciate you all having me on the show. My website is laurenforcitycouncil.com. That's LAUREN, the word for FOR, citycouncil.com. It will be up in the next few days. I know it's under construction right now in draft form, but you'll see the final version in just the next few days. So please join, help me. Let's join this movement to move Mount Vernon forward. For me, it's not about a title or a position, money or anything. I'm not seeking to represent any type of special interest or even my own self-interest. My interest is in the people, the stakeholders of Mount Vernon. So whether you're a resident, a homeowner, a business owner, my interest is in the stakeholders. So you can get a hold of Lauren for citycouncil.com.